Hey guys, what's happening? Let's talk about Azar House today, one of my favorite houses. Yes, I'm excited, I'm pumped up. Many people like many other companies, sorry, a lot of designer houses, but I love Azaro. It's like one of those houses that gives that sort of pricing, they give you the quality, and this is an underrated house. They have tons of fragrance releases, most of them original, and they have a lot of original releases that are lesser known, but they're great fragrances. So such a fragrance that I have today, it has some reviews. I have checked on YouTube, about 7 to 8 reviews from some major reviewers. Max 40 talked about it, Dollars and Cents, Carlos talked about it. So we have a few good reviews. I think my good friend, also a few other good friends from UK also reviewed this. So this fragrance I'm going to be talking about today is a flanker of my very favorite, one of my vintage, that is Azaro Purom. This one has an intense version. Okay, that's the one that we'll be looking at today. There's also, I believe, a few other new lines that I haven't tried, so I cannot talk about those. Only the intense version that we'll be looking at. So many comments are out there in Fragrantica, so I thought I put my 2 cents in here and talk about it. Okay, I'll compare it with some other fragrances in my collection, and I'll let you know what exactly it smells like. The note that really got me into this is the boozy note. You know, like I saw Sebastian Zara, my favorite reviewer. Kudos to him that I watch a lot of his, I almost watch all of his episodes, and he really talks about fragrance in the very most convincing way and most honest way. I respect that a lot. You know, I cannot say the same thing about a lot of other reviewers. That's just the reality. But when I saw Azar Homme Intense, I saw the bottle, really caught my eye. I love the color combination. I'll show you the presentation, I'll let you know the price, who is it for, smells, performance and stuff. But first thing, Azar House is my favorite that you guys saw. Okay, second thing is Sebastian Zara talked about the booziness. Immediately, you guys know my love for pure malt. I love this because of the booze, just hands down. And I love the note of whiskey. So I'll talk about that a bit also. So I do apologize in the beginning if it runs a little bit long, but this is more like an initial impression. I've been owning this for a few days. Let's talk about it. So first of all, Azaro Purom Intense, I'm not sure if it comes in any other size. I have the 100 ml. It will cost you about around $45, okay, to get this bottle. And it is EDP concentration. This is how that box looks. Beautiful looking box. It's sort of like a two-tone color, three-tone, rather silver, orange, and sort of like a maroon or dark, I don't know what color this is, probably black. So they have all the information here. Azaro Purom Intense, EDP 100 ml. And the nice thing is, fine thing, they put like Thierry Mugler fragrances at the back. It's sort of similar to Thierry Mugler. Nice looking bottle. It actually matches the real bottle and sort of this ripple effect on the water. So basically that's how they put it. Very nice. I love this touch. And I love this bottle as well. And up there, nothing much. This is made in France, and this is like the bottom. So that's pretty much a very nice box. Here the side they mention it's made in France and other information. So coming to the bottle, is just like original Azaro Purom bottle. Side by side I have a small 30 ml semi-vintage bottle, but they have a little bit difference at the side. This one has this line here. This one, the older one, is like a kind of like this. You see the difference, okay? And not much difference to the bottle. They also have Azaro Onyx, some other nighttime, and one more that I had, I sold them off. So they come in this bottle, okay? Up there in the cap, the older one is to mention Azaro. Here in this cap, nothing much. It's sort of like a matte black finish, plastic cap. And I really like the bottle color combination. It's very beautiful. I saw L'Eau d'Orsay recently, the L'Eau d'Orsay Ambre Noir, I think. Yeah, that one has this similar pattern. Really, for winter, I love this kind of bottles. So that's it pretty much. Sticker, this is Azaro Intense, A for Azaro. Pretty nice bottle, beautiful sprayer. It has actually good cap. It clicks onto place, you can pick it up, no problem. Very handsome looking compact bottle. And it's nice to hold like this. Sprayer is good. Let's check out the sprayer. Let's go 2 sprays. For this fragrance, even though this is EDP, I'm going to tell you one thing. This is actually not strong enough to be called an EDP. It's more like an EDT, which is similar to your original Azaro Purom. Used to last on me, like in my condition, 3 to 4 hours. This one gave me 4 to 5, okay, give or take. And for this fragrance, I would go like 5 sprays. 2 on my neck, 2 on each arm, and 1 on my chest, on my clothes. 5 sprays good enough. If you really want to project, go like couple more extra sprays, maybe 1 on the back of your neck, and maybe 1 more on the side of your shoulder somewhere, or maybe 1, you know, somewhere here, right? So I wouldn't say this is gonna be choking or overpowering people because opening is very strong. It has that beautiful little opening. It has that booziness. It has amazing opening. So what you're gonna get from this fragrance, official notes breakdown, you're gonna get some cinnamon, okay, some booze. You're gonna get some tonka bean. You're gonna get some spices, and then at the base they said some vanilla. So the thing is, vanilla, I'm not really excited about vanilla because vanilla is not one of my favorite notes. I'll tell you honestly, I like musk, I like tobacco, I like spices, I like leather, booze. Vanilla, not a big fan. But the main part, that boozy part, when you mix booze with vanilla, different story, pure excess. Love that fragrance. Some of the fragrances with that sexy sort of boozy vanilla, the vanilla is done nicely in Grand Soir. When you smell those fragrances, become very delicious, like tobacco vanille, kind of in that DNA. If you saw red tobacco, they have some vanilla going on. So if you mix some right kind of tobacco, spices, or booze, becomes my favorite fragrance. So this one has a cinnamon kick. So this one opens up really beautifully. If you smell, this is very modern, very polished, and it does have some backbone of Azaropurum, but just a bit, maybe 20-25%. I do not detect, because this one, what you get, I describe this as a ghost living in a very old hotel, 50-year-old hotel, 200 years old ghost. And this is a very scary fragrance for me. It's spicy, masculine, barbershop sort of. So it's very daring fragrance still. If you like spicy fragrance like Aramis, if you liked Pakoraban Purom, this is similar, kind of old school. This is modern right here. If you go to Fragrantica, people compare this with Sikya Obsession, and I can see the similarity. They have some cinnamon, some spices common, but not exactly same. These two are not identical juice. I would say it is kind of similar to Fendi Assoluto that I also have. Juice color is kind of similar, modern, cinnamon, spices, and then maybe some tobacco in that. Then if you like the cinnamon in Spice Bomb, I definitely think you should check it out. I'm showing you some fragrance. If you like the booze, even though not the same kind of booze note, Pure Malt. I love boozy. This is also boozy. Then another fragrance, last one I'm going to show you is a small bottle, Gentleman Only Absolute by Givenchy. If you love these fragrances, this is something you should definitely check out. This is cheaper than all those fragrances I showed you just now. It's more modern. It's sweet. It has kind of like this powdery sort of a slight bit of it. The cinnamon comes off to you like sort of like Burberry London, the way it comes to you. It's like kind of cold weather fragrance, which this is. This one you should definitely wear it in fall, spring, and probably winter time. This is when it's gonna really shine, because it has the elements of cinnamon, vanilla, booze, all winter notes, right? Okay. But what I really like about this is it's so nice to wear. It's so cozy and comforting. It doesn't burn your nose, sort of like Spice Bomb. It has this pink pepper that's just so wild. It's like moment you put it, it's like spicy. This one has the right amount of spices, right amount of cinnamon, sweetness of cinnamon. Imagine a cinnamon stick dipping into some sort of, I think, is it cognac or what boozy note? I forgot. So imagine like something cinnamon stick inside that booze, and you're just waiting, to make like sort of like a, how to say, make those two notes blend together, and you get this distinctive cinnamony thing from your booze, right? And then it becomes very kind of spicy as well. I don't know, it gives me the feel of cardamom as well, but I'm not sure if it's in it, right? So it feels a little bit lavenderish also. I don't know if there's lavender in this. Original one had lavender. So it becomes sort of like, it just goes one direction, cold weather, okay? If you wear this in cold weather, it will warm you up a little bit. And it kind of is masculine. It's not unisex, feminine, kind of like La Nuit de l'Homme or Bleu de Chanel. No, it doesn't play around with that. It's not definitely unisex. I think it's more for masculine man. But it's modern man. If you are working, you're carrying a leather bag around you while going to work, you dress very sort of slick, very modern sort of a man, but it doesn't go too much on the classic side. That's what I love about this fragrance. Performance from this, I told you, 4 to 5 hours of total longevity, but projection here, after 1 hour, it becomes sort of tame. You can detect it if you bring your hand close, or you just detect it. You can detect it, no problem. But it's not like a beast mode, like Interlude Man, My Godolphin, or I would say Narciso Rodriguez from EDP, or CH Man Privé. It's not, or DH Man, like Dior Parfum. It's not as intense as those. But for the price point, I think if you look in online, you can get great deal on this. I mean, it's not as expensive. It's not going to break your bank. Anything that's below $50 or $40, great deal. If you have Black Friday deal or something, definitely this is going to be discounted heavily. It's not going to stay retail for long. So I think for the price point, considering the price point, this is a fine fragrance. And Sebastian Zara was right. It's a delicious fragrance. People need to put their nose onto this. It could be a pretty solid, fragrance for your collection or rotation rather for the winter. And it's gonna be suiting for like not only mature men, even school kids like college goers. They can look into this night parties. If you have picnics, if you're going at late night, you're doing scouting, if you have any activities or something after evening, definitely rock it in the cooler weather. It will smell really handsome. It will smell very classy. It has the feel of CK Obsession for him, but it's much more trendy, much more wearable in our conditions, like more modern times, 2018, looking for 2019. I think this is a perfect city life, office, work, dating. The booze, it makes it so nice. It's not too boozy, it's not too overpowering. It will be great close encounters, and if it's somewhere in your neck, blood is flowing, it will last a long time here. This place, right? So check out Azure Purom Intense. Pretty damn impressive. I mean, I've been buying some. I'm gonna review next Parfums de Marly Herod. I'll compare it with Rich Orman Addictive because I just recently got the bottle. I reviewed this a long time ago, but with this bottle, I'll review like compared with Zara's one. But if you see the fragrance I'm buying right now, this is not as expensive as those, but I still bought it. So it means it's worth that much to me. So I don't know about people those who thinking like longevity is the only issue, that's the only point. Perhaps don't get it. Okay, this is not the longest lasting. I'll give it out of 10, I'll give it like 7.5 out of 10 longevity, projection around 7. But the quality in the blend of this fragrance, imagine pure malt mixes with Azaro Purom DNA and add some little bit spice bomb in it, right? I'm not saying exact formula, but if you get like CK Obsession, you mix all those fragrances I showed you just now, you get a vibe of every single fragrance in this. That's the quality of this, and it doesn't smell like synthetic, cheap. It smells quality fragrance. If it's packaged in, let's say, a niche bottle from Parfums de Marly, it would sell for $200-300. That's the quality. So I'm just putting it out there, information. You guys need to check it out. Please do. This is a nice little fragrance if you like Azara House, and if you especially are a fan of Azara Purom, but that is too dated for you. Maybe Azara Purom for your dad. This one and CK Obsession. These two, maybe your dad wore, and as a son, next generation, you carrying on with the heritage, and you wearing Azara Purom Intense proudly. This can be a bottle that you can finish and move on to next bottle, right? So yeah, look into this. I think this is a great gentlemanly, handsome scent, right? Overall, this fragrance, I think, considering the versatility, cooler summer nights you can also wear, I'll give this overall solid 8.5 out of 10. Azara Purom Intense. This is maybe perhaps makes me very happy because of the price point especially. Love this fragrance. I think it's much more colder. Just gonna decant this, carry it around, let it do its magic in the places. Just refresh before I going somewhere. This is beautiful. Check out Azara Purom Intense from House of Azaro. Beautiful little fragrance here. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.